Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2. Where we left off last time, we were about to re-enter the Blacklake district. We picked up some alchemical silver, quicksilver from Paps. I also picked up a ring there. That's actually the only thing I ended up buying. It's just the commander's ring, and I'll show it to you guys. Plus 2 AC, plus 2 to all saving throws. Gives us a light aura around us of yellow for 15 meters, and we can use knock once per day, which is good. It'll help us knock things. I don't think we're going to be able to lockpick that. We should probably go back and talk to Karina yet again. And we're going to head into the new district yet again. I've got it, let's go. Good, let's get this over with. Alright, come on, load up now. That would be good. We can drop off the quicksilver and finally get into this guy's house. Alright, let's give this another try. If he still won't let you in, well, we can always just try and break down the door. If he still won't let us in, I'm going to toss a fireball through his window. Maybe two. Yes, what is it? I'm not selling the house if that's what you're after, you know. And I thought I made that quite plain. I'm here to deliver some quicksilver, actually. Excellent, about time. But hold on a moment, yeah? Don't try and enter just yet. Just let me remove these wards. There, all disarmed, I think. Come on, right on in. Come right on in. I can talk, I promise. The dinosaur is the first one in.
Thank you for the quicksilver. I've been waiting for its arrival for what seems like ages. It makes me almost wish it could have sprouted legs and found its way on its own. But then it wouldn't be liquid, would it? I must confess, normally I'm rather, well, reclusive. Not that I dislike people, mind you, quite the contrary. But lately, with all the troubles, a murderer on the loose and young nobles sneaking around up to who knows what, I've had to place wards around my home.
I'm just saying that you can absolutely have liquids walk around. Has he never heard of a water elemental? Just saying. Nobles sneaking around?
Ah, yes. Lately, I've seen figures sneaking around in the dark, and not that well-meaning sort of sneaking either. It's obvious what they want.
What do they want?
Why, my house, of course. As if I would ever sell it. Ridiculous. I'd sooner give up my left eye. But my right annoys me at times, so that would be an easier sell.
Alright, please go on.
In any event, back when I first settled in Neverwinter, my humble abode was on the outskirts of Blacklake, bordering acres of untouched wilderness. Now, with Neverwinter being rebuilt, following all that plague nonsense, my property went from the periphery to being right on the main thoroughfare of the rich part of Neverwinter. All the nobility wants to live in Blacklake, but there's no more room, so lately they've been trying various ways to convince me to sell my land.
Are you sure these figures you see are nobles?
Of course. Who else would sneak around my home? Well, present company excluded. Oh, that's right. You came here for a reason, yes?
Well, you see, several nights ago, and that was not several nights ago, by the way, that was a long time ago, in my home village of West Harbor, ...
Great dear, what a tale. The moment you arrived, I knew I'd be interested in meeting you. Wish I'd known that when I first greeted you. Would have saved some time. You've certainly come to the right place. A while ago, I found another shard with properties similar to the ones you possess. I've done every possible test on the shard, but learned little. However, I've never had another shard to compare it against. If you'd like some answers, I'll gladly run some tests on your shards. I have just enough quicksilver to do it.
It's because I brought it. Yes, but I want these back.
Ah, thank you. I'll be right back with this.
Dude's a slight bit crazy.
My tests are complete. With another shard to use as a comparison, well, I learned quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. It appears these shards contain latent magical energy, either caused by a strong enchantment from when they were whole or from their method of destruction. Furthermore, the shards resonate when they are brought together, increasing their magical energy output accordingly. These shards are pieces of a broken Githyanki silver sword. Are you familiar with the Githyanki?
I'd be interested in hearing what you know about them.
The Githyanki are a race of beings that dwell on the astral plane, led by Blacklake, the Lich Queen. Not a nice woman, I hear. Ages ago, the ancestors of the Githyanki were human and inhabited another plane of existence, where they were enslaved by the Illithids, or mind flayers. Then came Gith. Little is known about her outside the Githyanki, but she led the rebellion to free her people of the Illithids, and is considered the hero and founder of the Githyanki people. The Githyanki silver swords are forged with the special purpose of severing the silver cord that connects the form of an astrally projecting traveler to his or her material counterpart. They look like a regular Githyanki weapon until used in combat, at which point they turn into a column of flowing, shimmering liquid. Really quite amazing, I'm told. I believe the shards that you have found are pieces of one of these silver swords. I presume the Githyanki have come to Faerun to recover the shards.
I fought the Githyanki, but none of their weapons have the properties you described.
Common Githyanki would not possess a silver sword. These swords are rare and highly prized. They are given by the Lich Queen to only the greatest of Githyanki knights. When one of their silver swords falls into the hands of a non-Githyanki, they will go to extraordinary lengths to recover it.
Do the Githyanki often lose their silver swords?
Often enough that there is a special group of Githyanki, the Sword Stalkers, whose sole purpose is to seek out any of the missing silver swords and punish the thieves who took them.
How can I reforge the sword with these shards?
Obviously, you'd first need more of the shards, wouldn't you? Between us, we have perhaps enough metal for a hairpin. And once enough had been gathered, well, I really don't know what the next step would be. A large hammer and hot coals, perhaps? I'm really not much of a blacksmith.
Is there anything more you could tell me about the shard?
I wish I knew more. Amon-Jero was the real expert. He actually possessed a silver sword.
Who is Amon-Jero?
Amon-Jero? Oh, he was a court wizard of Neverwinter decades ago. I met him a few times. He was a nice fellow, a little absent-minded, with a tendency to drift off the subject. Amon-Jero reminded me of my old mentor, Master Growler. Had the largest collection of noisy, exotic birds, made quite a racket, you know, chirping and squawking.
Talking about drifting off topic. You were saying?
What? Oh, in any case, Amon-Jero has been in a grave for many, many years. He passed away quietly, presumably of old age. When word of Amon's death reached me, it was from a messenger who had heard it in passing. The nobles who ruled Neverwinter at the time must have assumed I would simply know if another scholar passed away, for they had not mentioned it to me. It was almost an afterthought. I learned later that it was partly due to what Amon's family wanted, and what had been requested by the deceased, to enter life quietly and to leave it the same way. It is sad in this age when the passing of a humble scholar, an indistinct court wizard, barely warrants a footnote in history. It makes me wonder, will anyone remember me when I'm gone?
I'm sure you won't be forgotten.
That's kind of you to say, but unlike Amon-Jero, I will not be survived by any family.
Would Amon-Jero's family have access to more of his research?
I suppose they would, but the Jero family was said to have moved far away from Neverwinter after the war, and Amon-Jero's passing. I have no idea where they might be now.
What can you tell me about the war?
Oh, those were dark, confusing times. So much death and chaos, all brought about by some self-proclaimed King of Shadows. We were told the King of Shadows was not a king at all, but rather a very powerful warlock and summoner of demons. He invaded Neverwinter decades ago with an army of demons. Neverwinter sent their forces to confront him. Both armies perished in the battle, and the King of Shadows was never heard from again. Some rumors suggest that he was defeated and imprisoned by a cabal of mages. Others say that he was dragged away to the abyss by his own demon servants. Whatever the King of Shadows' fate, I say good riddance.
Enough history. Where else can I find the information I need?
Well, there is Amon-Jero's Haven. It was a secret retreat of his, I believe. I suspect that the Neverwinter archives here in Blacklake would have its location. They typically keep noble family records in the secured archives. They don't allow just anyone to access them, though. I petitioned to be allowed to peruse the secured archives, but I was denied because Because, well, some silly misunderstanding regarding misplaced books that somehow ended up in my possession.
How can I gain access to the secured archives?
Normally, you would have to petition for access, which could take several weeks. However, ask the guards at the archives to speak directly with Archives Administrator Kotnik. He has been known to let me in, quietly on occasion.
Thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
Very well. Thank you for your visit, and for letting me chat with you. Quite enlightening, really. Oh, and before I forget, you may take my shard. I've no use for it any longer, and who knows, you may gather more. Do be careful, though. I plan to raise my wards again after you have left to keep out those young nobles skulking about. Hope we haven't talked too long. Otherwise, they may have gathered their courage and attempted to sneak in.
What's this new shard do that we picked up? We should take a look. Each of the shards grants a different bonus. What in the abyss took you so long? You wouldn't believe where I had to hide to avoid the city watch patrols. As if I care, take me to the archives. Glad to know our time spent together has warmed you up. The archives, is it? That just figures. Nothing with you is ever easy. Alright, the sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can get back to the merchant quarter. Follow me. No guards? Something's wrong. You've survived this long without me. You're on your own. Have fun, I'll be waiting outside for you where it's safe. Bum bum bum. Bad things are afoot in here. Let's take a look around. Doors are all open. Never a good sign. Hello, Githyanki. Oh, we didn't look at our new shard yet. Let's take a look. There's silver shard 1 and 2. Where's our other shard? Oh, there it is. Gives us +1 constitution, +1 dexterity, +1 strength. That's actually awesome. Now we have 23 strength. The shards are super cool. I actually really like them. But it appears the Githyanki have made their way into our path yet again. We'll kill them all. And I'm sure some will trigger behind us at some point too. As is tradition. Why is my character not attacking? There we go. No, stop lightning the library. You're gonna break all the books. Have you no respect for lore? Come on, guys. I know you're a druid, but you can at least appreciate history and knowledge. Stop blowing up the book stands. Who's there? Answer me. I'm here to help. What's going on here? Oh, thank the gods. I heard shouting and the sounds of fighting and feared whatever evil has fallen on the archives would find me. I need to find information on Ammon Jarrow. Jarrow, that information would only be contained within the vault. Many of Neverwinter's secrets are kept there, but it is for our eyes alone. More than Neverwinter's at stake here. I need that information. Very well, if you swear to protect Neverwinter and keep its secrets safe, I will help you. I'm going to lie and say I promise. Very well. These marauders most likely seek entrance to the vault as well. You must find 4 pedestals in the archive. Upon each is a parchment and a pen, which can only be seen by one wearing a caretaker's veil. Each of the pens will scribe a question on the parchment regarding a book. Sounds like the test for the academy the instructors used to give, and just as fun. The pen and parchment will inform you of the book their question concerns, and ask you for your answer. Answer all 4 correctly, and the vault will open. Can't you just tell me how to solve the puzzles? The questions are never the same, unfortunately. Otherwise I would. Find the body of one of my caretakers and take his veil. Use it to find the panels. Now I must find my way out of here. Good fortune to you. Wait a minute, just give me your veil. I cannot give you my veil. I am sworn to wear it unless I leave the archives, or, if I'm dead, there are no exceptions. Then I'll just kill you and take it. You fiend! Your plans won't succeed!
The land is against you!
Hope they like being on fire.
Come back here, caretaker. I just need your... Oh, we got 5 points towards evil for that. We flat out killed a caretaker of books. We literally killed a librarian. For no reason. There's actually a body here we could have taken a veil off of. How monstrous was that? Pretty monstrous. You guys got this whole fighting thing down, right? I'm busy looting. Okay, so books, pedestals, we got this. We'll figure this out. Can't be that hard. Alright, if I was the Veil, where would I be? Put that on the head. We lost our whatever we were wearing before, though. Intellect. Our intellect is lower now. Death of a Sailorman, Volume 1. Out of 3. Ooh, a chest. I like chests. Success not possible, DC 32.
Yes.
Please to open that.
Well now, what do you want?
I know we have knock on our ring, but it's once per day. The Book of All Elements. Also interesting. Now, if I were a pedestal, where would I be? A flat fate rune. Oh god, there's flat earthers in this game too. There's a pedestal and bladelings around. And Githyanki.
Nature will have its say.
You'd think that the Githyanki, creatures from the astral plane, which is the plane of magic, would be able to figure out this pedestal problem, being as I'm almost assured that it's a magical trap, or a magical puzzle. Regardless, let's go inside in a second here. There's a secret door here, which has a locked chest, which I'm guessing we can't open. Right.
What's going on?
What's going on is you need to use lock. Or knock.
With me. Come on. Follow along.
Oh, gold. Boring. Alright, let's check this first archive thing. Through the veil, you can see the shapes of a feather pen and leather parchment lying on the pedestal, glowing with a soft light. When you approach, the pen rises in the air and inscribes a question. The following question references Luskan threat to Neverwinter. Oops. Who wrote this document? No idea. We're gonna have to find that book. It's none of the ones we currently have. Alright, let's go kill some more Githyanki. And, of course, open more secret doors, which lead to chest areas. I would like to take that. Yes, thank you, kindly. This might be the vault. Yeah, specific key. Okay. Sailorman case, Death of a Sailorman, book 3. Aha, book 2. There's another bookcase up there. Alright, we might need to rest up a little bit, but we're doing pretty good so far in here. There hasn't been any significantly challenging fights yet. Oh, we shouldn't have picked up the light hammer of nothingness. It's probably worth like 2 gold. Maybe like 30 gold. I'm going to take all that stuff. Can't let good secret doors go to waste. Luskan threat to Neverwinter. There we go. Perfect. You know what? You're guaranteed to fail this, so.
I believe so.
Let's see if we can disarm the trap. Ow. Oh, it actually did 0 damage to us because of our acid resistance. Heh, cool. We already have Death of a Sailorman book 2. I'm pretty sure. Guys, I'm trying to find secret doors here. Do you mind? Okay, let's go see what this book requires, or this archive tome requires, I guess. See if we have the answers it needs. Yeah, stop misclicking. There we go. It's got a question. The following question references the Illifarn cipher. Shadow Weave, Nature, Death. I didn't read the thing yet. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta read the books next time. I gotta look this up. I don't want to get this wrong. I think bad things happen if we do. Shadow, Weave, Nature, Death. 7650. Correct. Alright, let's read the next ones before we go doing anything weird, like the puzzles. For example, that Luskan threat one I think is up there. Let's go do that one next. As easy as it is just to get the answers from the internet, from the Google machine, we should do this by ourselves. It's funner that way. Not the Death of the Sailorman. So it is the... not the Book of Seeing. Luskan threat to Neverwinter. A report from an anonymous source illustrating the nature of the Luskan threat. 1. Luskan is subtle. It will first attempt to weaken Neverwinter by undermining political alliances. 2. Lord Nasher must expand his political alliances across the Sword Coast to ward off Luskan aggression. 3. The current Luskan ambassador, Torio Claven, is a spy for Luskan and cannot be trusted. 4. Luskan's immediate short-term goal is the assassination of Lord Nasher. They will take advantage of the chaos to attack. 5. Luskan may turn his attention to Rotham again, giving Neverwinter valuable time to prepare for a Luskan attack. Yes, that's fine. What is the first thing Luskan will do to weaken Neverwinter? Undermine Neverwinter's political alliances. Correct. Good job, guys. Mostly me. I don't know what book this is going to reference, so we're going to read both of them. Several of them. I don't even remember which ones we picked up in here, to be honest, but we're going to just kind of glance through them. We know we picked out this one up here. Since the beginning of recorded history, it has been the popular belief that Faerun is flat, even when the magnet was discovered and the concept of gravity was postulated by ancient Illifarn scholars of those times. Reasons that objects are pulled towards the ground by the magical force exerted by all living things by the weave. However, from examining the recovered records of the Archmage Karsus, we know that he actually succeeded in disrupting the weave for several moments in an attempt to ascend to godhood. Really cool storyline, by the way. Great destruction followed, but history makes no mention of creatures falling up from Faerun into the heavens. Thus, gravity is not a magical force that is dependent upon the weave. In addition to this strong counter-evidence, many explorers have claimed to have traveled completely around Faerun through combinations of land and sea travel, and even magical flight, as described in the journal of the great mage Icarian. Icarus flew too close to the sun. Despite these testimonials, many scholars still cling to the old notions of a flat Faerun. Even the strong evidence I have stated has been dismissed by the so-called experts. However, I can prove beyond all doubt that Faerun is not flat, but is rather, in fact, in the shape of a ring or a donut. The remainder of these pages of this book look like they have been burned out. That's kind of funny. Ah, the donut world. Oh, this is a book of spells. That's Book of Spells stuff again. Maybe we don't have the proper book. Shadow Priest Journal, we already looked at that. The Illifarn Cipher, we did that one. Do we not have the book for this one yet? Flat Fay Rune, we already did that one. Sailorman. You know what? Let's just go with it. If we don't have the book, it'll just say that we don't have the book yet. Death of a Sailorman. Oh, great. Who's the captain of the Crimson Hawk? I didn't read any of the Sailorman books. I didn't think that it would need to be all three of them. Captain Crimson Hawk. If I could type, that would be awesome. Apparently I should probably add Neverwinter because it brought up a whole bunch of Eve stuff. Who is the captain of the Crimson Hawk? I didn't want the whole tutorial. Lariat Quist. Wait, what? Lariat Quist. Correct. Cool. Alright, now we've read the Flat Earth one, so it should be the last one. Let's go take a look at it. I wish you give you the option to leave to reread the book. As you probably could in real life. You know, just kind of glance while you're looking at the question. Do we do this one? Or is it that one? Oh, we've already answered this one. The last one is up there then. Once we answer this last one, we will call it a video, and then we'll finish up with the archives in the next video and move on with the storyline again. The assumption of a flat fay rune. What is revealed at the end of the book? Nothing. That's true of all books. Correct. Ah, and so the doors have opened. Maybe we'll do the doors opened first. And then we'll call it a video. Or my dog's gonna start barking because he needs to go out. Alright, we'll call it a video then here. So like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. We will be finishing up the archives and moving on with the story. Have yourselves a great night. Take care. And I'll see you guys next time.